What is up, Clarity Coders? Today I'm going to show you how to use my Reddit image scraper. Now, I love scraping images from Reddit when I need images for a project because they're already classified, right? You can go to a subreddit like Aw and get cute animals, or you can go to a subreddit like Old School Cool and get a ton of old school cool pictures. This sets up really nice for AI projects and things like that, and I use it exclusively in my next video coming out in a week or so. So make sure if you're not, you subscribe so you don't miss out on that upcoming Reddit bot. So today I'm going to walk you through the program that I created to scrape images from Reddit. Let's jump right in. First thing we're going to do, if you haven't already, you're going to need a Reddit account. Now, I've showed this in videos before, so I'm going to go quickly here. You're just going to sign up for a Reddit account and go through that process. Once you're logged in, you're going to go to this URL. I'll have it in the description below, and you're going to click this button, Are you a developer? Create an app. You're going to name your app. You can name it anything you want. For the redirect URI, you're going to use http://localhost and press create an app. Now, once you do this, you'll be redirected to a page that looks like this. Now, don't use these numbers as I've already disabled this account, but you're going to grab from here the client ID and the client secret. And once you have that, you're ready to start. Now, I have all the code formatted for you in this nice little GitHub package here. So I'm going to make some assumptions. I'm going to assume you have Python installed on your computer. If you don't already, go ahead and go out and install that. And I'm also going to assume that you have pip installed with it and can download these packages. I'm going to be using Git Bash, which you can grab from here, or use whatever you would like to download this code base. So what I'm going to do on the GitHub itself, the URL, remember, is in the description of this YouTube video. I'm going to hit this code button and then copy. And I'm just doing this on my desktop as an example. I'm going to open a Git Bash shell here, and then I can simply do git clone and then paste in that URL that we copied. Now, once we do that, it's going to download the entire code base onto our desktop. Now that we got it on our desktop, we can go ahead and CD into that directory. So I'm going to CD Reddit image scraper. That's going to get me inside that directory. And from here, we can go ahead and run our program. Now, if we run it right now, and we run our Python sub download, you'll see that we're missing modules. So when you clone a project like this, you don't necessarily have all the modules. Well, I have a nice little requirements.txt file that you can download all the requirements in one swoop here. So we're going to do pip install -r requirements.txt while we're inside of this directory. And that's going to get us all the requirements we need. Once all the requirements finish downloading, you're ready to run this program. However, you probably don't want to download the same subreddits I was. So let's go ahead and open this folder in some type of coding environment. I'm going to open mine in Visual Studio Code. So now, as you can see, we have our project opened in Visual Studio Code, and I'm going to walk you through a few files here. The most important is your sub_list. This is going to be the subs that it grabs images from. So in my case, I'm looking at the subreddit Aw and food. And you can add whatever other subreddits you want in here. Any subreddit. Now we got also a couple ignore images in this ignore images folder. So if you look at these are the standard images that show up if someone deletes an image from Imager or whatever. So that's just to help you clean your data. So if we go ahead and open up sub download, this is the heart of the program itself. The first is how many posts you want to search in each subreddit. So in each subreddit right now, I'm searching 5 posts. That doesn't mean you'll get 5 images back because some posts aren't image posts. So let's up that to say 20. Now you can see here it's going to create a directory images if one doesn't exist. The important part here is this token.pickle part. What it's going to do is if a token.pickle doesn't exist, it's going to ask you for all your credentials when you first run this program. If you would happen to make a mistake when you enter your credentials, you can delete the token.pickle file and it will ask you for your credentials again. Now in this case, we're just downloading images, so you don't need to enter a username or password, but I left it in here because you may want to do something with that in the future. And that's pretty much it. So now it is going through each subreddit that we listed in our CSV. And in my case, I'm looking for new. You can look for top or hot, whatever you want here. And we're limiting that search amount to whatever we placed above. So now we're going to go ahead and run this. You'll see because I don't have the pickle file yet, it's going to ask me for all my credentials. So the first we're going to be asked for is our client ID, that was this number here, our client secret, which was here, and our user agent. Now our user agent, I think pretty much anything will work here. They do have some suggestions on Reddit of what you should put in here, but I'm just going to say bot version 1, something like that. Now our username doesn't really matter because we're not going to be making posts, so we don't really have to authenticate our account. So I'm going to leave it blank for right now. If you want to make posts, you'd want to fill this out. And then same with this password. If you wanted to make posts, you'd want to fill out your password as well. And now you can see it's off to work. So it's going to start downloading images in each subreddit. And you'll notice as this process goes, it's creating files in this images folder. It has the subreddit name and the post ID. Now I did this so we don't get duplicates. If you wanted to run this every 10 minutes or something like that, you wouldn't get duplicate posts or anything like that. If you look at any image, you of course have the nice cute image there for you, or whatever you're downloading for your purposes. Now you'll also see in here that you could do some transforms, right? Now I do a transform to compare the image to our ignore images. I resize it to 224 by 224, but you could do other things to the images that you're actually saving. Now I don't save that version, so you'll notice it's still in whatever format the picture was in. But you could grayscale all your images or whatever you're trying to do if you're doing some sort of image classification or whatever you're doing. And that's pretty much it. You can do this with any subreddit in just a couple minutes. If you have any questions, jump in the Discord and ask away. We always have people online working on different projects and working together. If you haven't, please subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss my next project. It's going to be an awesome Reddit bot that's running 24/7 and lives on Heroku. And as always, keep coding.